But knowing what each piece wants to do in chess, like from the opening, like makes it so much easier. Cause people will like tell you what to do, but they don't like explain why, and it's kind of stupid. But like, the knight. I won so many fucking games, bro, just of realizing that the knight is supposed to be on outposts, bro. Once I realized where the knight is supposed to go, bro, it made it so much fucking easier. Cause I would just fucking leave it there, and then they would just mess up. Like I didn't even have to do anything. They would just miss shit with the knight, and I would just win like that, trade down, and literally just win. But then even like the bishop, the knights and the bishops are the first two pieces you're supposed to be moving out the opening to develop. You're developing them so they see the most squares. What allows the knight to see the most squares outposts, but what allows the bishop to see the most squares is just not having like whatever squares, like color square your bishop is, your pawns have to be the opposite color. Like I didn't know that before. Like cuz a lot of people I was watching, they would explain the opening, but they wouldn't literally tell me that like why the piece is even there. Like the piece exists to kind of be like there are pieces that control files and there are pieces that control squares. Bishops and knights control squares. Queens and rooks, the heavier pieces control files. And then obviously the pawn and the king are like outliers, but the pawns are more like the pawns are more like in line with the bishop, obviously, because they take the way that they take is diagonal, but you're also trying to push them, so it's also like not the same. But when you're thinking about it in the opening and then progressing, like there, you just want the dark square pawns to be paired with a light squared bishop, and the light squared pawn to be paired with a dark squared bishop, and that's pretty much the idea. And then you just want your knight to be on an outpost, so it just takes away squares, and they might just fuck up, miss like a fork, some crazy shit like that, bro. If they don't know that, and then with the rest of the pieces, the rooks. Obviously, you just the rest of the pieces is pretty simple. The rooks, you just connect the rooks. The queen, you just don't fucking blunder your queen, and then just use it to fork shit to make two threats at the same time. It's the easiest piece to do that shit with, bro. Like that shit will dead us win games. You can make two threats at the same time with the queen so easily, and then you'll just win like that. It's like win a piece, win a pawn, some shit like that. You just trade down. You see the pawn majority, you just roll the pass pawn, and you just promote the next queen. And then whatever happens after that, you're just trading down because you have a queen. If you have a queen, so yeah, like chess is just weird like that, where it's like if you know what the pieces are actually supposed to be doing instead of just like you understand, not that just that, not just knowing, you have to understand why they're doing it. Like it makes it so much easier because the whole time I was playing, I've been playing chess for like what 3 years now. I did not fucking know that, and I was playing the opening, and I was good in the opening, but I couldn't do anything after that because it's hard to find fucking pawn breaks when you don't know that. Like me knowing that allowed me to figure out an automatic pawn break in like so many openings I was playing. Like I was just making shit up, but it just made sense and it would just work because it's just like, oh well, I know I want to get my knight on this square, so let me pawn break here. When they takes, then I fucking put my knight there. Some shit like that. Or just knowing that if I, you know, if I take this bishop, if I take this bishop off, I'm gonna put all my pawns. I'm gonna put all my pawns on the opposite color square, and then their last bishop is just gonna be fucked. Like the bishop is not gonna see anything. And then thinking of it like that, like okay, this is how I take away their squares. Once I take away their squares, they're gonna mess something up, bro. It's like, and even if they don't mess something up, that's just better. It just makes it harder for them to play. You don't want to play a position where you have no squares. I was playing, bro. That last game I fucking won, bro. It was like a closed position. That shit was so annoying. But I mean, you could still win that shit, and I did win that shit. But it's like most of the time, you're not gonna see the pawn break, bro. or it's just gonna be really difficult to see it. You can see it, but it's just really difficult. It was this one guy I was watching too. He did the same shit. It was like a really weird position, and he saw the palm break, and he won the game off that shit because he finally got out. But if you don't see it there, it's just like, damn, I can't fucking move anywhere. I'm gonna lose. That's literally how it feels like. It's like, bro. That's why I hate close positions. That's why I fucking hate close positions. But you know, that's just how chess is. It's just how chess is, bro. Like, people will say do this, play this opening, but they won't explain like why or like where the pieces are supposed to go. They're not gonna explain that shit. They're just gonna use it for like a video or some shit and then it's just be done. But I like tactics more than openings anyways. It's like what Hikaru was saying, bro. It's like you shouldn't really worry about openings. You should worry about tactics. Not just because it's better or whatever. You need you need to know where the pieces are supposed to be placed, bro. You need to know where the pieces are supposed to be placed over anything. And then when you're worried about like memorizing the openings and shit, you're not really learning that. It doesn't really like click. It doesn't really click in your brain. And then also it's like cheating, like not cheating, like how people have the engine the game. Like after the game, like the game review, bro. Once you see it, like them telling you to do that shit, bro, they basically be telling you to do that shit anyways. But you could look at it a billion times and not know it. Like how I was doing basically the whole time I've been playing. But then after a while, like just through the experience, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, this is happening every single fucking game. This is why this is happening. And then you're just like, okay, I get that now. Like it's all correlated. The self-reflection is gonna help you to know where the pieces are gonna be moving. So yeah.